Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Nuno Mendes shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here, in for the pieces, and he's following up! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rice. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, good take and a good air. Big chance! That's another chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Nicely aimed pass. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
So what can they make of this? Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Szymanski. Driving forward. He's found a way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we have our very first corner. Ake can get it clear. Ajax are looking to go forward now. He's in plenty of space here. Foden takes aim and crosses. Oh, well played, well played. Szymanski.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For Rice. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This is their second corner of the game. Here's the header! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kalulu cuts out the pass. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he cuts out the supply. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now he's off and running. And the pass is intercepted.
Ajax truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, good-looking ball. Rice is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. Goes for the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Foden. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Araujo calmly anticipates. De Jong. No, again there's no way through.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nuno Mendes. Neymar drives it in. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Ajax can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Showing good feet. And it's Gravenberch. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Neymar. And they're on him in a flash. Ajax still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Camavinga. And it's Gravenberch. Rice. Mbappe. Szymanski. He's picked his way through. Cross in.
La asistencia a este partido
60 minutes played. Now it's Mbappe. And he's lost his man here. And he welcomes it in. Rice has it in a wide position.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Messi. And it's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here.
Ajax really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And they can counter here. Messi threads one in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And this is Neymar. Neymar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a real chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Gravenberch deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 21, el dorsal
And it's Messi.
77, el dorsal
Well, that is one way to
41.
stop him.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7.
And he
el
skips
dorsal
past his
8,
man.
el dorsal
And that's aimed
27,
into... Oh,
el
smashing
dorsal
header!
41, el dorsal
He will
13.
be livid with himself.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Camavinga. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Ajax really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nmecha. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Knocks it into space. Hangs in a cross. Van der Ven gets it away. Shapes to shoot! And that would have won it.
Yildiz really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
He's there to hit it! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Camavinga. Nmecha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Nmecha does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. And it's been played through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Habrá 3
Two up
minutos de
and
descuento.
very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Neymar. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Van Dijk. That's that, the end. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. We have already started here. Split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Foden with the short one. Now the cross. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a little off target. And it's Neymar.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van de Ven. Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch.
Haaland really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's the chance to counter. Decent progress down the left. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Szymanski. And here's Haaland. Tries to pass it through. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he shoots! And he gets rid in a hurry. Araujo is there to clear. Szymanski crosses it in. He's got tall. It's a loose ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nuno Mendes. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Has a look and plays it forward. Foden.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rodri. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Neymar. Koundé was in no mood for any of that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nemecha stood his ground strongly. Neymar played into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Szymanski. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, nicely intercepted. Barcelona are looking to break at and there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 55.
So the first half brought no goals.
Coming on the field. Number 21. Mason Greenwood.
And it's De Jong.
Number 8.
That's going in strongly.
Goes down, but nothing given. Ajax come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Mbappe. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. Just to pick me up the whole game needs. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's the keeper's ball. Neymar. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ajax ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Now it's Greenwood. Takes aim and crosses. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
The attendance for this match was 50,913.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Ajax really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great chance! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Foden shapes to shoot! It's there!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 70.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Number
Well,
3.
what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Number 10.
The pass is intercepted.
Number 77.
He's picked his way through.
Number 22. Alexander Arnold.
Oh, important interception.
In progress.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Modric threads one in. Now the delivery. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Alexander Arnold tries making a foray down the right. De Jong. Ajax finding their passes. And he's hit it long. That has been cut short. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Out for a throw.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 3 minutes
Lang
added
gets
time.
across to intercept that. Yildiz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona could try it again now. So, third corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And that is that. Ajax perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan
A
for
quick
me just
reminder
looked
today
a little
that smoking
confused,
is
and the
only
crowd
allowed
seemed to
in
pick
areas
up on
shown
this
on this
early
map.
on, and
Thank
it
you
just
for your
created a kind of
cooperation.
negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.